Alright, it's Paul here. I got some sales to share with you guys before we head out thrifting and get to that footage. So let's start here with this 2004 Jack's Pacific Namco plug and play. So this is like an arcade plug and play. I've sold these before. I picked this up at a garage sale 1 month ago. I paid $2 for it. Ended up selling it for $21.70 plus shipping. Some good profit. Sold this Premier Danvier ice cream maker. I picked this up 2 months ago at a thrift store. I paid $13 for it. Ended up selling it for $31.20. Not a bad flip on this one. Sold these Tim Hortons salt and pepper shakers for $30 plus shipping. I picked these up about a month ago at a Salvation Army and I paid $4 for them. Really cool sale here. These are very unique salt and pepper shakers. They look like curling rocks. Very cool sale. Sold this TI-83 graphing calculator for $24 plus shipping. I picked this up at a thrift store about a month ago and I paid $5 for it. These calculators sell well, so it's something you want to pick up when you see them. Sold this 1992 cross-stitch kit. I picked this up at a thrift store about 2 weeks ago. I paid $4 for it and I ended up taking an offer and selling it for $10 plus shipping on this one. So made a few bucks on it. It wasn't a big sale. Sold this Tim Hortons travel mug. I do believe it is older, probably 20 years old. It looks brand new. I bought it at a thrift store about 2 months ago and I paid $3 for it and I ended up selling it for $19. Nice profit. It's Paul here and we're out thrifting, looking for things to sell on eBay, Facebook Marketplace, Poshmark. We're looking to flip some stuff. So I'm here looking at thrift stores for stuff that's got some value. The first thing I see are these Memorex cool discs. Unfortunately, they weren't worth enough and they were priced up too high, so I left them behind. But I do look out for the floppy disks. They do sell well. Over at a Savers Value Village, and I see this Macmillan vintage jumbo pattern box. I guess it was an educational box. It was empty, just priced too high, so I decided to leave it behind. I just thought it was really neat. Thought it would show it. Probably from the 70s or maybe the 80s. Not too sure on that one. I'm over here now looking in the bags. I see this OGO cooler. They wanted $7.49 for it. The problem with it is it had a golf course private brand on the front of it. It was in great condition. I just didn't see a lot of sales history too on this type of cooler, so I ended up passing. But it still it looked to be pretty good quality. So I keep moving along. And in the sports section, I find another pair of these roller guards. I found these before, and they wanted $5.49, and I have a coupon, so about $5 for them. I'll probably get $25 for them, or 30 maybe. I've sold them before. They sell closer to winter, right? When people are on skates. I'm in the board section, game board section now. I see this weird game. Sealed. I always pick up the new, sealed games and they'll give them a scan. This one just wasn't worth anything. There actually was one listed new, but there was no sold, so I left it behind. Got to keep moving. That's how it goes, right? You just got to keep moving till you find something that's got some good value. And I did not find any board games on this trip. And I looked. That's something I kind of like selling, as board games. Fairly easy, nostalgic. I'm at a Salvation Army now, and in the baggie wall I see this baggie with this brand, this Miele German brand, $6. There's a filter, and there's actually a brush head in there too, so that's definitely a pickup. It looks brand new. Definitely some money to be made there. So I picked that up. pretty quick. That's a good brand to know and to educate yourself on. There's some money in that. In the hat section, I see this hat. It's different. It's a New Era branded hat. It's in very good condition. They wanted $3 for it. There's one listed on eBay for like $40. Not sure. I decided to take a chance on it for $3. It was in good condition, just needed a wipe down. So I decided to take a chance on that one, just because it's kind of a different hat. In the toy section I scored here this is a PlayStation 2 guitar, corded guitar, Gibson guitar. And it's red octane. I've sold them before. I get anywhere from $50 to $70 for these guitars. I think the last one I sold I got like $72. So for $7, I'm for sure picking this up. I actually have a PlayStation 2 console, so I can test that too, make sure it works. In the electronic section here, I'm at a Savers or Value Village now. I saw those Christmas lights on the bottom. I thought maybe there'd be some value there. They wanted $11 for them. I have sold old Christmas or patio string lamp lights. They do really well. But these ones I looked up and they just weren't worth anything, so passed on that. The toy section, I don't know what this thing is. It was pretty heavy. I wanted $5 for it. Some type of remote control. I Google lensed it. I couldn't find enough information on it, so I decided to pass on it. Keep moving along. Oh, I find these Little Mermaid figurines. That's from the early 90s, so I figured this would be good. I got a coupon too, so I can make some money on this. This would be something that I should put in my cart. But let's go to the haul and I'll show you all the things I found today thrifting. Some good stuff. Alright everybody, it's Paul here, and I'm going to show off all the cool things I found. Actually, semi-cool things, because there's no real home runs here, but there's a lot of decent items, and I think I will do well on them. A lot of items I'm familiar with, so let's start over here. For $2 each, I got these hats. They're 2 bucket hats. One of them says Kokanee, the other one says Nutella. Paid $2 a piece. These are for personal use, for when I go fishing. They cover around the whole head and whatnot. So that's for myself. Back here for $7.99, I actually paid $7. I had a coupon, of course. This is a PS2, so PlayStation 2 guitar, and I've sold these many times. I get anywhere from $50 to $80 for them. Over here is something I'm also familiar with. This is an IKEA wall balloon lamp. They wanted $7.99 for it. I paid $7. Again, I've sold this before. I get anywhere from $25 to $35 for this. Another thing I'm very familiar with is this remote. This is a Sony video remote, so for the VCR. With my discount, I paid $3 for it, which is paying up. Usually I pay $1 for my remotes, but I know for sure that I'll have a VCR that this will go with. So I will, and that'll increase the value of that VCR by a lot, by $20 to $30. So that's a good investment. And this remote is in great condition. I checked the battery compartment. Always check the battery compartment. See how bad it is. You can usually clean up the terminals with a little bit of isopropyl alcohol, vinegar. You can use a Dremel tool. That's what I do. I'll use a Dremel tool to clean them out, and then you can usually get a connection there, and then the remote will work fine. Beside it are these roller guards. I paid $5 for these, and I talked about these a few times, and I've sold them before. I've got 3 of them in my inventory right now. So what these are is you put your skates on there, so hockey players use them, and then you can skate around the dressing room or in the arena, and then take them off and go on the ice. So they're like roller guards. They're selling for like $75, $80 on Amazon right now where I'm living. And these things, I'll probably get, the last pair I sold I got $30 for. So I'm comfortable with keeping them until the fall when things cool down. Hockey season starts up. I know they'll sell. I'll be able to get $25, $30 for them. Back here is pound puppies and newborns. Just the case. It's a soft case from 1986. I paid $3.50 for it. I'm hoping to get maybe 15, 20 bucks for it. There's no plush toys in there. It's just the case. Back here's something interesting. It's a Tycho, the Little Mermaid figures. It's been used. They're all there, all the figures. The packaging has been torn, ripped up here and whatnot. The cardboard's in decent condition. There's actually one listed on eBay right now. I believe it's being sold as open box, and they're asking like $60 for it. I paid $12 with my discount for this. I'm probably going to maybe list it for 40, 45, 46, something like that, and see if anybody bites. Definitely a unique item. I don't really see a lot of these older Little Mermaid items, and I do think it is from probably the mid-90s. Here's a brand you need to be on the lookout for. This Miele is a German brand. This was in a baggie wall at Salvation Army for $6. So $3 a piece is my cost on these. And there's good money in this brand, Miele. If ever you see it, definitely look it up. I've sold filters like this before. I'm going to sell for about $35. And here, this thing goes anywhere. This is a vacuum brush, by the way. It looks brand new, but this goes from anywhere from $50 to brand new is like $130. So I'll probably price this like $45, $50. I don't think I can list it as new, although it does look new. Back here's Sonic, and Sonic was only, I got 40% off him, so he was only like $2. And I don't know, this is an older one, not too old, but I gotta clean him up a bit and see. I'll probably list him for like $20 plus shipping. Back here is something a little different. Whoa. This is a black scale New Era, tricolor hat. It was only $2.99. It's in good condition. It just needs a wipe down and a cleanup. And I will wash it. I'll wash it with a mild detergent, soap and water. It takes like 3 minutes. There's one listed on eBay right now, and I think they're asking about $50 for it. So there's no solds. I decided to gamble on it. I think it's a very unique hat. I love selling hats, and for $2.99, that's an easy risk for me. So I'll give it a whirl. I'll probably maybe go for $39.99 plus shipping and see if anybody bites on it. It is in really good condition. It just has some dirt on it, some dust. And back here, lastly, are these LED IKEA bulbs, and they wanted $3 for 3 of them in their brand new package. I use these for these types of IKEA lamps that I sell, so they're very useful because IKEA's got some weird kind of requirements with their bulbs sometimes and their power outlets, but did pretty good for the last few days. I'd like to thank you guys for watching. Appreciate the support. If you could like and subscribe, that'd be great. Good luck out there. Good hunting. Take care.